Yep.
Alright. So this is gonna be a video on everything you need for the first week, not the first week, but the first few weeks of whelping. You won't need much. Wait. It's a lot.
You won't need much, this whole bunch of stuff. Alright. Cut, re-gut. Ready, go.
This is everything you need when them puppies come home. Alright, Nurture Mate, man, this is a must. We had puppies die before because we didn't have this. I can't stress it, bro. Them puppies, they need antibodies, and if we had a mama that wasn't producing milk, shit was a nightmare. We didn't have any of this. We didn't even know what it was, but you know, now we do. Colostrum is all the antibodies they need to thrive and survive. And bitch pills, you need to be feeding the mama this while she's pregnant. You can feed it after too, because she still need to produce milk. But this helps produce milk, so you're ready as soon as the puppies land. All that. So just get the milk out of their system so they don't aspirate, because puppies tend to have a lot of nasal aspiration when they're young, and that can lead to them dying. This should be able to stop that. It's an electronic nasal aspirator. It's gonna get everything out of their nose and out of their airways. I'd recommend to do this after every feeding, just to make sure I've had puppies pass away like that. I'm just trying not to risk it. I would do it after every feeding, and especially when they get home after the C-section. And with the heating, and then in case you need a tube feed the first 3 days, you're gonna need what are these called? Syringes? You're gonna need a lot of syringes.
Disclaimer.
You might need to make that fake milk if the mama ain't producing. There's an artificial nipple. You can order it on Amazon. You make the fake milk. Not fake milk, but the replacement milk. You put it in there, just feed it to the puppies, latch them on for depends. This is quicker than if they were sucking on the mama, so this is gonna be a quick 2-minute session for every puppy. You don't wanna drown them. After every feeding session, you gotta be cleaning their airways with the nasal aspirator. It is an electronic one, but we also got the, how do you say this?
Suction.
Oh, what?
It's suction.
It's a catheter or something like that. But this, when the puppies are born, they still got fluids in their nostrils and all that. Put this in their nostril and clear their airways. You gotta be sucking on it. None of the nasty shit's gonna go in your mouth. None of the nasty stuff's gonna go in your mouth, but it'll stay in here. All the residue's gonna stay in here. You'll be alright. But you gotta clean their airways so they ain't breathing. So it's easy for them to breathe. And you gotta keep everything sanitary, man. There's the cleaning supplies we use. Hit me up if you're trying to use this. This is it has no toxins in it, cause the puppies are very delicate. You can't be using harmful chemicals on them. This is a disinfectant spray. This is a puppy support. It's a dog enzyme. It's really man, this thing's like crack. When your puppy's having puppy fading syndrome, when you think you're about to lose them, this should get them back up and running. This has probiotics, more colostrum, a lot of vitamins and minerals. Another thing you need for your mama when off her C-section, she's gonna have the wound. You gotta spray this on her every day until that thing heals up. Just more cleaning supplies, just some wipes. Dewormer is a safeguard. You're gonna have to use a micro dosage because they are puppies, but you need to start that at every 2 weeks. Another thing is just gloves. The mom needs to be licking all the puppies because they can't use the restroom on their own. They need to be stimulated. That's why you need the cloths. You need to wet them with some warm water and rub their stomachs and their little private parts, you feel me? You gotta rub them and stimulate them, make them use the restroom. That's why you need the puppy pads. You're gonna need a lot of these, man. A lot of these. And feed the mama this, so it cleans all her mouth, get all the bacteria out of her mouth, so she could be licking the puppies and not spreading any diseases onto them. You know, dogs be dirty; they be licking anything outside. Just more vitamins for the mama. See what else.
Very crucial. While the mamas are whelping, keep them inside where it's clean as much as possible. The only time they should be outside is just to use the restroom, and let them.
You gotta keep their nipples clean too. Make sure as soon as they get back out of the C-section, before you throw the puppies on their nipples, wipe them nipples down, like, man, with alcohol, everything. You need them 100% clean, because that's where the puppies are gonna have their mouth at. You don't want them getting sick the first week, man. They probably won't make it.
Getting a puppy back to life that first week, nearly impossible.
Yeah, because they're very weak. So
They have no immune system. They're very weak. That's why keeping them clean and feeding them on time and as frequently as they need it is very crucial to keeping these puppies thriving.
If a puppy ain't latching on, that's why you want to get the honey. You want to put that on the nipple. It's going to give them a little bit of taste. They're going to latch on like really quick. And mamas tend to get real skinny after pregnancy, after giving birth. So you want to feed them dine to get extra calories after every meal. It's going to get their weight up quick. And then there's a heater. You want to get a heater because the puppies can't get cold. If they get cold, they will get
Anemic.
Ammonia. I think it's ammonia. But they get really sick because you gotta keep those puppies warm at like 90 degrees. You can't let their body temperature drop too much. So you want to have a heater. I don't like to use incubators because we tried using a system like that on the last litter. It tends to dry out the puppies. Their tongue gets real dry. This is more natural. It gets them used to the regular air. An incubator is like artificial. And come over here. This is the foaming that we use on the bottom of this is where all the puppies are gonna be at. These are the heating pads. You want to get a heating pad where you can control the temperature with. So you don't want them to overheat. You want to keep this at like 90 degrees or 80 degrees. You also want to get some covers. When the puppies are sleeping, just cover this whole thing. But the reason of having this foaming, if you see all these little ripples, the puppies can get flat chests if they're on a flat surface and they're not able to walk correctly and they just have messed up feet, crooked feet. This corrects all of that. It gives them a little surface to climb and get used to textures. You can order that pool on Amazon. All this stuff you can order on Amazon. So yeah, like we said, man, the puppies are very delicate. You gotta keep them warm. So probably buy you a little outlet for the car, an adapter, so you can plug either your heater in or the heating pad in. Because the puppies are probably gonna be in a box or a container. Take you something to the vet to bring the puppies back in. Cause obviously you don't want all that in the whip. But yeah, a little box is fine. They'll be fine. It's a little small drive. The puppies don't even have to eat until 3 to 4 hours after they're born. So you're really good there. You don't gotta worry about feeding them on the way there. Just keep them warm because they are anemic. They could grab pneumonia from just being very cold. Even if you think it's warm outside, those puppies, they're not used to it. So anything is cold to them. So yeah, have the car pretty warmed up. And